MajorSlackVideos.
Well, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's bring it on home. This is my Outer World survival mode run. No health regen, no adrenos throughout the entire run. Pistols only, hard difficulty. I made it. Yeah, made it. Yeah, like I said, let's bring it on home. Brave New World. Confront Phineas. And I've pretty much tinkered up everything I can. I got no money left anyways. Yeah. Oh, and everything's pristine too. Excellent. I didn't notice one of them was missing. That's it. Okay, so we're going outdoors. Just want to make sure I got my, hang on, let me just turn the auto collapse inventory setting off and make sure I got my sublight gear ready to go. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, now various faxes are going to help us out as we make our way to what's wrong here? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, as we make our way.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn.
And I'm just going to run past them because we don't need their help. Okay, so while the Groundbreaker is doing battle with these guys, various other factions are going to help us out as well. Like I said, we don't need their help. Alright, here we go. Okay, now here.
Sublight has arrived.
Sublight's gonna help us out.
A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you one, and I always pay my debts. We're not about to leave our favorite vice president hung out to dry, are we, contractors?
It's great being vice president. And into the pit. Alright, now we gotta make our way over there. Got a pretty high, yeah, locked door here to deal with. Okay, so let's put on our lockpicking gear. And maybe take a body drink. That'll do it. Bring it down to 0. Pop that sucker open. Dialogue gear back on. Let's go for it. Going for the lift.
MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Good old Sanjar. Okay, we're gonna get caught. You there? Can you validate my parking?
Whoa, hold on. Where'd you come from?
Solitary? I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh no. Oh no. You were, huh? Sorry. No more of that for us, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Look, do yourself a favor. Next few guards you find, kill them slow. It helps.
Okay, you want to hustle it up here? My boys, Sanjar, and my boys there, bound to do some friendly fire with Sanjar in the lead. Okay, we're going this way. I went the wrong way, right over here. And they will have actually killed all these guys in here. Hey, way to go, Sanjar. You the man. Okay, to the next lift. How y'all doing out there? Managing with the pandemic? Anybody else turned into a complete hypochondriac? Every time you cough, you freak out, think you've got the, you know, you got the virus. You know. Woke up the other night with a sweaty neck and I said, oh my gosh, I got a fever. That's it. I'm done for.
You're not shooting the chairman,
And it was just like, you know, the thermostat was set too high in my bedroom, so I was like, you know. That's crazy. Crazy times we live in. Okay, we just get around the corner here. This is it. We can go two ways here. So let me just do a hard save, and we'll take both routes. Okay. Let's do the R.A.M bot fight first. So basically, you don't really have to win any dialogue choices. You know, is this all going to descend into Phineas getting ticked off and then sending you to fight the R.A.M boss fight? Okay, here we go.
You know, I could have sworn I tested you for hearing loss. Because I did say skip the Hope to Terra 2. Terra 2, not Tartarus.
Oh, I thought you said Tartarus.
We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens.
Huh? Sorry, did you say something? I wasn't listening.
What? Oh, is this thing not working? Can you hear me now? Oh, wait a minute. You were mocking me.
Well, duh.
Unbelievable. Oh, have you come to humiliate me? Do you want me to admit yours is the superior intellect? If you think I'm going to admit defeat and throw myself at the mercy of the board, oh, you're wrong. I've still got some fight left in me. I can still bloody your nose.
Oh yeah? You're welcome to try.
Oh, don't you test me. Don't try to call my bluffs. You have no idea how far I'll go. Don't worry about me. Worry about what I'm willing to do. Oh, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to live for. But I'll tell you what I do have. Oh, I've got a gun. And I've got Adjutant Akande as my hostage. Not bad for an old man, eh?
That's great. Okay, is this the part where I pretend to care?
Well, yes. The adjutant is your employer, after all. I was expecting something of a reaction.
Okay, listen, I don't give a two-bit shit about Akande. I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Say what you will, but I can't risk letting you interfere. The only thing worse than Halcyon collapsing is this psychotic monster living to see it happen. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you. And I don't want that.
Ha, do your worst. On guard.
Program the Labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight.
Mechanical warden, eh?
I'm sorry
Okay.
to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success. And my greatest disappointment.
Jeez, it took you long enough, Phineas. I was doing my best to choose the most insulting responses. Okay, so here we go. It's game on. Combat armor on. Hopefully you've got some something like this. There's several different versions of this. Dermal hardening cream. Let's just add that. Jeez, I thought I might have 3 of those. And some ambidextrine. 2's gonna be fine though. I don't intend on getting hit. And that's about it. We're gonna start off with the vermin to do a knockout punch, and then go hard at him with the shock bolter pistol. Alright, that's the plan. Let's go for it. Okay. Let me just do a chicken shit quick save here. Okay, here we go. Okay, just back off. go into sneak mode. He's going to stay right there. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to knock him out. And then we're going to go hard at him. And there's going to be like a whole bunch of bots that he's going to summon when he gets about halfway. Half his health is gone. Just completely ignore the bots and go hard at him. With your shock bolter pistol at level 32, you should be able to take him down before the bots get to you. And as soon as he dies, the bots die. Alright, that's the plan. Let's do it. That's it. That wasn't much of a boss fight. Well, what do you want me to do? Go out there and die? I kicked his ass. That's the whole point. There you go. And we got the hibernation chamber key. Haha. And basically go up here and you free Adjutant Akande. Now we're going to have the exact same conversation with the other choice that we make. So let's do that now. Okay, and this time we're going to talk our way out of it. And I've got all the dialogue choices, got all the notes on that. Sublight gear on, so we don't even need to take any consumables.
You know, I could have sworn I tested you for hearing loss. Because I did say skip the hope to Terra 2. Terra 2, not Tartarus.
You gotta admit, they sound similar.
This colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you'd just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens.
Sorry, did you say something? I wasn't listening. I just love that line.
What? Oh, is this thing not working? Can you hear me now? Oh, wait a minute. You were mocking me. Unbelievable. Oh, have you come to humiliate me? Do you want me to admit yours is the superior intellect? If you think I'm going to admit defeat and throw myself at the mercy of the board, oh, you're wrong. I've still got some fight left in me. I can still bloody your nose.
Okay, this time choose. Calm down before you rupture an artery, old man.
Don't you tell me what to do with my blood pressure. My heart rate is within a perfectly acceptable margin of failure. Don't worry about me. Worry about what I'm willing to do. Oh, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to live for. But I'll tell you what I do have. Oh, I've got a gun. And I've got Adjutant Akande as my hostage. Not bad for an old man, eh?
Okay, just assume that all the choices I make following this are like, I've got notes on them, okay? And these are the exact choices I made to get Phineas to settle for a, quote, peaceful ending, okay? So let's talk about this.
I can't imagine we've got anything left to say.
You don't want to talk to me because you don't want me getting inside your head.
What are you, the board's new inquisitor? Yes, you have an unnerving talent for reading people. It's why I pulled you out of the Hope in the first place.
You're ashamed. You can barely stand to look me in the eye.
I am ashamed. Damn it. None of this would have happened if I hadn't revived you. The entire colony is just going to march quietly into stasis pods. No rioting, no fighting, no struggling at all. The board just wins, as it always does.
Well, the board always wins. You've been in Halcyon long enough to understand that.
It wasn't supposed to end this way. The board can't just destroy the entire colony and then live comfortably in Byzantium while Halcyon falls to pieces. There's no justice in that. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting.
Okay, now we can pass this one easily because we have the the whatchamacallit sublight VP gear. And our handguns is up to 100. So don't flatter yourself. I'll drop you before you get a shot off.
It's ironic, isn't it? I knew you were a talented shot when I rescued you from the Hope. I'd always imagined you fighting back against the board with a gun in your hand. I never imagined you'd throw in with the board and turn your gun on me. I was a fool.
You revived me, but you don't own me. My choices are my own to make.
I'd hope I could convince you, make you see things my way, make you understand how horrible the board truly is. But I failed. Enough! I can't take any more of this. I know what you're trying to do, torturing me with your words, reminding me of all my failures. Yes, I failed. There, I've said it. I'm a failure. I failed the colony. I failed myself. I failed you. Congratulations. You've broken me. Does that put a smile on your face, you monster?
Okay, now at this point, even though we can't pass any of these skill checks, you can still get a peaceful ending. This one will send you to fight the R.A.M bot. This one is the right one, okay? I'm not the only colonist you experimented on. I'm the only one who lived.
So you found out. I suppose it's not enough that you ruin my every plan. You must also humiliate me by reminding me of my failures. Yes, I've killed people. Is that what you wanted to hear? I experimented on dozens of the Hope's colonists. Every last one of them died in agony.
Well, progress requires experimentation. Those colonists didn't die for nothing.
Yes, that's what I told myself. If I'd only kept trying, if I'd only kept experimenting, I'd discover the secret to reviving the Hope's colonists. I didn't care about the cost. I didn't question the morality of my actions. What are the deaths of a few dozen colonists weighed against the lives of hundreds of thousands?
What's done is done. It's too late for regrets.
I can't undo the past. So many colonists died at my hands, just so I could revive you. Reviving you was a sin. I don't deserve to go on living in the world I helped ruin. I'm sorry for all that I've done, and for what I'm about to do.
Okay, and I believe I've tested these two. I don't have all day, Phineas, and goodbye. That will give the peaceful ending. I've never bothered to do these two. This will probably get the same result. This might actually make him change his mind. Let's just go with this one. I don't have all day, Phineas. If you're gonna die, get it on with it. Get on with it already.
I'm sorry about all this. I'm sorry about everything. It's just, I just wish we could have... Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Oh my. That's the peaceful ending? Well, more or less. We don't have to fight anybody. And this time, this door is open instead of that one. These are the same place. We get to rescue Sophia Conde. That wonderful humanitarian being. And we level up. Not that it matters. There you go. And it's a done deal, people.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. At least Wells did you the courtesy of saving you a bullet. I'll have one of my soldiers toss his body out on the surface. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm more worried about you.
I'm not hurt. Well, except for my pride. I can't believe that lunatic got the better of me. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined.
Okay, what could possibly be worse than the colony collapsing?
What I'm about to tell you must never leave this room, under any circumstances.
Okay.
We've lost all contact with Earth.
Oh.
It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option.
Wow. Okay, this is the first time I've actually paid attention to this dialogue. Usually at this point I go off and make a coffee and then I was like, hurry up and get over it so I can watch the credits and end the game. We best get to work then. We've got a long road ahead of us.
Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain.
Looks like the DLC is sending us to Earth. Okay, this colony's been mismanaged for too long. From now on, I'm running the show.
I support your decision wholeheartedly.
There we go.
You've proven yourself the most capable leader in the colony. Now more than ever before, Halcyon needs strong leadership and a steady guiding hand. I look forward to serving as your adjutant. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
Alright, I'm the head honcho. And that's it, boys and girls. I beat the game.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The lifetime employment program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. The board's focus on Byzantium closed the door on much of Sanjar's civil liberties movement. As the last few townships withered away, MSI had little room to grow. Ever the savvy businessman, however, Sanjar pivoted and established Stellar Bay as the colony's supplier of luxury seafood. Catering to the elite, MSI was allowed to continue operations as a member of the Halcyon board, and became more successful than Sanjar could ever have dreamed. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered sublight salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The sublight family would thrive for years to come. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna, leading to an explosion in the sprat population. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. It was only a matter of time before the adjutant sent her troops to wipe out Adelaide's town. Only one deserter escaped the massacre. He was believed to be carrying the last remaining copy of Adelaide's research. The bounty on his head remains unclaimed. While the groundbreaker remained mechanically stable, the changing times forced Junlei Tennyson to make some difficult calls on behalf of her community. The work of maintaining independence was an uphill climb, and she found herself caving to bad faith compromises with the board. Time will tell if the groundbreaker can endure. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Though Ellie's tenure on the Unreliable ended sooner than she would have liked, she enjoyed her time there nonetheless. She returned to the Groundbreaker's orbit, where she continued running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. At the Lost Hope Bar, she got plenty of mileage and free drinks out of tales of her adventures with the legendary crew of the Unreliable. Some of them were even true. The vicar, Maximilian de Soto, died while serving aboard the Unreliable. It may not have been what he wanted, but he surely would have preferred it to living out his days in Edgewater. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the Lifetime Employment Program. Following the death of Chairman Rockwell, Sophia Akande served as the loyal adjutant to her former freelancer, now the most powerful person in Halcyon. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The Lifetime Employment Program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. With Sophia Akande as your adjutant, you returned in triumph to Byzantium. All of Halcyon was yours. In time, you demonstrated a talent for leadership that far surpassed your predecessor, Chairman Rockwell. With your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years to follow, and helped ensure the colony's survival. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Holy crap, the never-ending ending. I had time to read The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire by the time that ran through. Jeez. Okay, no, actually, I sat through the entire thing. I listened to everything this time. This is the first time I'd done that, like I mentioned earlier. Usually I run off to make a coffee at this point. That was quite interesting, even though they got some of the things wrong. I kicked out the vicar. He didn't die aboard the Unreliable. And something else was wrong too. Anyways, that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. What a ride. Yeah, so we're done with Outer Worlds. I love this game. I really loved it. Once again, give it 10 out. Okay, maybe 9.5 out of 10. 0.5 for losing 0.5 for a couple of minor annoyances. But yeah, really my vote for Game of the Year 2019. Coming up next, Doom Eternal. I think I'm committed. Yep, we're gonna go for it. Doom Eternal. All right, that's coming up as soon as humanly possible. Maybe tomorrow. But I don't want to commit right now because today is like 4 days, maybe 5 or 6 days away from when I'll actually upload this video. So who knows what will happen by the time tomorrow comes. But it's definitely Doom Eternal. All right, so thanks for watching, and if you thought this video was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and stuff like that there, and stay safe out there. Wash those hands. Stay the fuck home. Come on, let's get through this this pandemic as quickly as possible. This is nuts. Okay, yeah, stay home. In the words of Samuel Jackson, stay the fuck home. All right, thanks for watching. See you next video. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.